Hello everyone, my name is Frank Gunter of frankgunter.com. I'm an artist. I love to do science fiction and fantasy artwork, and I'm the original creator of the online webcomics Dragonet, the adventures of a dragon raised by a wizard, and the science fiction adventure The Journeyman. That's a story about a normal guy who tries to just live a normal life while the galaxy's burning. Um, I thought I would make some announcements about what's going on with my webcomics, my printed books that I've been putting out, and just my art in general. I haven't been too active recently. Well, actually, for a while, but I've been busy with regular world, real world, real life job and getting ready to move. But anyway, about my web comics. Well, let me first start with one announcement about the Journeyman. The first printed volume is being assembled, and hopefully it's going to be available in print before the end of this year. The Journeyman is a project I've had around for a very long time. I've finally improved the artwork. I've added new pages to what's going to be the printed book form, and this first volume is going to have the first 3 chapters of the Journeyman in it. It's going to be about 100 pages, so it's going to have the Dread Book, the Pumpkinhead Ghost, and the Abominon chapters in that first volume. And it's going to have additional exclusive pages that you won't see online in the printed book. And I've finished the new cover for that, or I've finished the cover for that, which is some art I'm going to unveil in a future video. So that's the news about the Journeyman. The news about Dragonet. I hope to be releasing a 4th volume or 4th book. I have 3 books in print right now. Dragonet, The Sword of Dragonet, and The Adventures of Dragonet. I hope to have a 4th book out probably sometime in the spring of next year. And it's going to be, it might be called The Journeys of Dragonet. And it's going to include the most recent chapters that are online, but again with additional pages, exclusive to the printed book. And it's going to have additional pages covering Dragonet's further journeys through medieval Europe as she goes on her quest to find the dragon lore and reach the elves in the last vale of the elves, which is being besieged by the hobgoblins with their armies, artillery, and demonic forces. But anyway, that's probably going to be spring of next year. And I also wanted to mention the status of the online webcomics is likely going to be no more updates. I will be posting some teaser art. That'll be, maybe some art that'll be in the books. Maybe like I've done a lot, like especially with Journeyman, I've done a lot of I've redone a lot of pages trying to improve the artwork. Some of it was originally done in 2009, and my artistic abilities have improved a lot since then, of course. So I might have some before and after examples of how the art's been improved. I might have new art to tease, the books that are about to be released. And something else I am wanting to do is release the cover art and make it available in poster or print form. And you'll be able to get it in different finishes and so on and so forth. And when these books are released, I may do them as crowdfunding campaigns with the posters, stickers, bookmarks, signed books and posters at different levels for different backers, who back at higher amounts for the crowdfunding campaigns. Anyway, I am kind of sorry to mention that the webcomics will likely not be updating online anymore. I really like telling the story to people and attracting people to these stories I feel I need to tell, and these adventures that I like to spin. I've had a lot of support and positive comments over the years, but as I pour more of my effort into the printed books, I think I'm going to have less time for running these websites to how do I want to say this? Just be continually updating. It is nice to have something each week to look forward to, but now it's probably going to turn more to campaigns where you'll be able to get these books, these stories, and this art in printed form in your hand that you can enjoy. We'll see how that goes when I make that step. I just have to say I have a lot of stories to tell about the adventures of both Dragonet and the Journeyman. The 10-year anniversary of Dragonet appearing online is coming up this next January and February. Something else, I plan on doing is re-releasing the books with new covers. And the new covers will have much better art, and they'll be available not just in book form, but you can get the cover art in poster form too. Let me move this screen here, and I'll show you the rough art for the new cover for book 2 of Dragonet. This is a book that's already out, and this is the rough art for book 2 of the Sword of Dragonet. So there's a little teaser for you, teaser art. I've got some new art for the cover of book 1, Dragonet, in the works. And in a future video, I hope to show you the art I've been doing for the first volume of The Journeyman, for those of you who've been following that and are interested in that. Like I said, there'll be more news, more videos, and some of the things I'd like to cover in future videos is just kind of like maybe background information on what's going on in the story arcs of, you know, each of these stories I'm telling, like what's going on in the Dragonet universe and what's going on in the Journeyman universe. I do appreciate those of you who've been following me over the years and providing positive comments and support to my web comics. As I've been updating them through thick and thin, I've had some ups and downs in the real world, but hopefully things will be somewhat predictable from here on out, and I'll have a lot more art and stories to tell about these two original series created by myself. And who knows, I'll have maybe even have more news on other projects. So anyway, thank you once again.